Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the briefing on Friday the 22nd. Many of you on the briefing, sort of 18, 19 today. Really surprising looking out the window. It's not going to be a great soaring day by the looks of it. We're still in a quite unsettled weather pattern just for today and possibly tomorrow. What we're looking at today, it's not quite a sort of between two frontal systems col, but it's close to it. Very sort of slack, slow moving air mass in here. You can see that it's a sort of easterly, southeasterly drift up through here. The upper winds are westerly because they're slowly bringing in these fronts and low pressure systems from the west. But actually what's drifting up is the stuff from the continent just at the moment. So the isobars are well spaced, so it's not strong wind. And a pressure of 1020, you'd think it would be reasonably stable, but no, it's actually quite unstable in here by the looks of it. There's an inversion which should keep a lid on things at times, but spread a lot of the cloud around. But I think more unstable air is tracking up from the continent for later on. Tafts, Farnborough, well, 0908 knots, that's about what it is now, looking at the windsock out there. And various layers of cloud, there's probably bits of cloud at 1,000 to 1,500 feet and others at 2.5, maybe a bit higher than that. They're just saying scattered at 2.5. It's pretty much overcast higher up, 5,000 to 6,000 feet. Solid layer, and you'll see why when you look at the actual ascent that's there. The important bits, tempo, prop 30, showers and rain, isolated shower possible. The main band of rain, as you'll see on the rainfall radar, has gone through, and tempo from 11 till 4 o'clock this afternoon, showers and rain as well. And Gatwick, a similar sort of picture. I think they've got more chance of a bit further east catching the sort of heavy thunderstorms that are forecast to come through. Upper winds, middle of the country, they're sort of east southeasterly over us, a lot lighter. I think at most you're going to see 10 knots from the southeast at flying heights, maybe even a little bit less than that. Upper winds, as you can see down here, are still westerly, so we can see things drifting the opposite way when it comes to looking at the sat pics. And although the lower winds are easterly and there's stuff coming up from the south, you can see that the upper cloud and the main layers of cloud are actually coming in from the west, and there's that clearance. It looks like it's coming through, which should get to us at some point. The rainfall radar, the two elements to that really. This is the stuff that I thought was going to be sort of further south this morning, going up through the Midlands early this morning and then into Yorkshire today. And what we're really interested in is what's coming up from here, both with some sort of quickly developing showers across the channel, potentially later on this stuff coming up through here, but I think that's going to be to the east of us, so we're keeping an eye on this. I think we are going to get showers today as they develop in the channel and head towards us. More chance of Gatwick area and east of there catching hefty showers and thunderstorms. Temperature wise, it's a bit below average for this time of year. It's sort of changed from Monday, Tuesday. 20 degrees, probably 19, 20, I think realistic for today. And dew points, well, they're fairly high. They're already sort of 15s, 14s, 15s at the moment. So temperature and dew point are fairly close just at the moment. Yes, they may drop during the day, but not too much. The soundings, when the sort of lines are glued together like this, even at sort of midday, 1 o'clock, it's never a great sign. There's going to be lots of layers of cloud in here, anywhere from about 2,000 feet all the way up to 5,000 to 6,000 feet. And not a lot changes particularly. It dries out a little bit more in the afternoon, maybe cloud base going up in places to 2,500 to 3,000 feet, but there's still cloud in here. I haven't looked further north because I don't think it's going to get any better further north. I just thought a quick look at the Lark Hill sounding, and that shows the dryish air just down here. But from about, what's that, probably about 500 meters, 1,500 feet, all the way up to 2,000 meters, 6,000 feet, the lines are together. It's layers of cloud, various times, and quite moist air. This inversion here, I think, just was trapping the sort of cloud as well, spreading it all out. So that's why we've got the layers and slightly higher spread out stuff. But I think things will change when those showers start to develop. Top Meteo, they're showing a bit further to the west initially some low cloud, and if you run it through a couple of hours, that's sort of 12 o'clock. It's sort of thick mid-level cloud for most of the day, really, not really breaking up until this afternoon. And they're not showing much thermal activity. Certainly, they're suggesting that it'll be raining here. I think this is a little bit out of date, and not really drying out till the afternoon. I think we're going to see showers, but I don't think we're going to see that much rain that they're suggesting. So I think what you see out the window is what you're going to get in terms of layers of cloud, 1,500 feet to start off with, going up a little bit as the day goes on, chance of a shower coming up from the south. The heavy ones look like they're going to actually miss us to the east, out in the Gatwick area probably, and we'll just be unlucky if we catch a hefty shower. So certainly flyable most of the day, I would have thought. Tomorrow looks a better picture, certainly soarable during the day, and suggested distance really up to the north. And it depends, if you saw that original chart, it depends on the low pressure that's coming in the fronts, which look like they're drifting across the north of England. Sunday, back into windy southwesterly, not quite so good. Okay, airspace wise, writing a few things down here. Farnborough, last day today. I think last day of the main part. We've got the airspace, the maps are in the office. Everybody's sort of used to it by now. Within that, there's a couple of parachute displays. These are here. And you'll also of note that there have been things holding outside the airspace out to the northwest. The other thing that's happening today, red arrows are arriving for their display. They're leaving Scampton up in Lincolnshire at about midday, and are supposed to be going past Odium at 12:30 or thereabouts. So they're swinging down through here to the north of us, going over the top of Odium and then into Farnborough that way. And then they're departing back to Scampton once they've done their display. Whether it's just a fly past or whether it's a display, I don't know. So other bits of airspace, number 24 is just the usual high intensity radio transmissions. And really the rest of them, 36, 39, 43, they're just no overflies in that area. So not really a lot going on in terms of airspace. And a reminder on the Farnborough stuff, if you haven't seen the map of the airspace, go to the office, grab a copy. You can see where the boundaries are near us. It more or less mirrors the current Class D airspace with a circle a little bit further to the north. Jet movements today, No actual jet movements, but we've got 3 light aircraft, twin aircraft going in and out. So Beech 200 King Air coming in theory, about 10 o'clock-ish to land. And then that will depart at 4 o'clock along with a Navajo. So that's really all we've in theory got today. Operationally, we're on 09. We'll be there all day by the looks of it. Normal setup on the runway, and hopefully I'll be going out there fairly shortly to get things set up and see you out there.